I thought, what the fuck am I doing? Why don't I just vibe code an app? Opus has picked up on it, and it basically tore my app apart. Here's my unpaid workout, or should I say the boss of the company. This is Willow.
What's the first rule of vlogging? Plan your intro, maybe even record it. Guess what I didn't do? Hello, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Julie Kubiak, and I'm the brains, the IT director, and the creator of Masquerading, which is a totally unique platform for social fiction, which is new. It's a new category that I've created and trademarked. And in my videos, I'm planning to take you on my journey and behind the scenes of running my business, Masquerading Limited, and trying to get that work-life balance right. So that's the formalities out the way then. Yeah, I started this vlog a few days ago and went to edit it and realised I hadn't done an intro. So that is just typical. Got a hell of a lot going on at the minute. So in this video, I will be taking you through the Masquerading Productions app that I've just created, which is going to help me with my social media planning and content, and giving you some update on a link that I've got at the moment with Google. And where's my notes? And oh yeah, some major updates on the planning of and marketing of Masquerading itself, predominantly around masquerading dating. So keep watching, grab yourself a drink if you haven't got one already, and check out what happened to me during the week.
Not quite in my pyjamas, but not quite having a good day either. I can't even talk. I ended up at physio at the beginning of this week, and it's for my MS, and it's took it out of me. Shows that I'm just not well at the minute. But anyway, coding is the way. So I wanted to do some viral videos, if you can call them viral videos, and record some footage of the app. It's something I've been putting off for ages. I know it's so simple and it's going to be so easy to do, but I wanted to put my own unique twist on it and obviously fire it out to all platforms, but on like a loop, so they don't get the same thing twice, but there'd be enough variations and combinations that they'd be unique. And I was going between Gemini and, sorry, I was just so tired. Go between Gemini and spreadsheets and other Word documents, and I was all over the place with notes that I'd made previously on how I wanted to do things. And I thought, what the fuck am I doing? Why don't I just vibe code an app? I say it as though it's as easy as just like, oh, I'll just pop to the shops and get a loaf of bread. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing the last few days. It's it's not anything I thought I would ever do, but I've got it now. Where can I start? I've got it. So I create a core script and I create an intro and an outro, but what it can do is it can flip the details around and it can mix and match and do lots of things. So basically it went from helping me do some few shorts that I was just trying to script and put into a spreadsheet so I could track and monitor where and when they're being posted, to a full-blown app which now has a teleprompter in it, so I can use it, and as I'm saying things I can tick things off, and it will then put my script into bold and fill up my iPad screen for it. And what was the other thing I've just added? Sorry, because I'm just busy waiting on things going up into GitHub, and it's currently taken 44 minutes actually to go up. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh. The teleprompter thing. I honestly can't remember what I've added in now. It was just like blah, 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 blah. My mouth just went like, I don't know where it all came from. It just like went, add this, do that, create this, implement that. And it just went, yeah, as it usually does. It never tells you, whoa, hold on a minute, don't you think that's a bit over the top? Or no, I'm not going to do that because that's a load of rubbish. So yeah, I've got, and luckily I've got the brand already, Masquerading Productions. They're the ones that own this app now, although it's part of Masquerading Limited. In other news, there is other news. I got Cursor AI and hadn't used it in the last couple of weeks. Like I said, I've not been too good, and decided I might as well use up like sort of like the credits, so to speak, before they expire at the end of the month. So I switched it onto Opus 4.7 because that's the version that we're on now, and I just asked it about the marketing and how can I implement something. Sorry, I've got a manic 4-month-old kitten just running around here at the minute. I don't know if you can hear her. Anyway, so Opus 4.7 took a look at the whole repo and said, there's so many things in here that you are not utilising and using as marketing tools. And it's gone bish bash wallop, and it's just thrown so much shit out coding-wise. Just like me going blah, 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 blah. It's just done that, but in coding form. And I've just spent the last 3 hours, I think it was about 6 o'clock, probably 4 hours actually. Spent the last 4 hours just approving and authorising bits and pieces. It was obviously asking me questions and things of what I wanted to do, and it's mannequin. And yeah, so it has now come up with some good plans that can utilise with my videos that I'm going to be recording, that are going to be using my Teleprompter app, my Masquerading Productions app that is currently coding and uploading, while waiting for Google to take a look at it all for me. Keep tuned for that, because I don't know when I'm going to be discussing that, but I've got a foothold into Google to get them to do some work for me. So stay tuned for that. I'll give you an update soon. Good morning. I got probably not much sleep last night because I've been awake since 3 a.m. this morning. I think I went to bed about 11ish. Clearly that was all my body needed, because I'm back down on my laptop again. And I forgot to show you yesterday the Masquerading Productions app, so let me just run you through that now. So you can see me in the reflection. Don't really want to do screen recording this because this is just going to change within every few minutes. So I have the app. It looks exactly the same as the Masquerading app that I did, because I told it to make it look the same. So I've got the app icon here, I've got a dashboard, and I've got 500 shorts already. Startup is just currently being removed as we speak, but basically it allows me to choose an existing project, create a new project, or upload one. And then you got a brief, so I've asked it to come up with keywords. Well, I put in the keywords even, discussion notes and prompt override, so things that I want to go in there. And then you can see that create with Gemini. So based on my information and what it wants, we've gone in, we're not going to talk this morning, maybe I did need some sleep. We're going to have some kind of conversation up here, description notes, and then it's going to come up with a core script idea, and then it will do hooks and a call to action at the end. So exactly the same, but it just gives me 5 different intros and 5 different outros. I can either choose from them or film all of them. And the mixer is the good bit. It's going to mix everything together. So it will take the core video and it will give me variation preview based on my intros and outros. And then I get to choose, or again, like I say, I can keep all 3. Then the filming, my teleprompter. So if there is a script there and I can click on it, it will then put it in here, and this is what it will do. So when I've read that element, it will kind of mark it through. So yeah, that's the script kind of checklist if I wanted to just read it out from my laptop. Then I upload my files here, upload the core video, and I can add an additional source on if I want to. Not too sure what that is. Oh, it looks like something's got off at the edge here. I'll sort that out in a minute. Any overrides, and then it renders it. So basically it'll merge the two together. I don't want it to, and I don't need it to do any analytics of any sort back to YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. I'm quite capable of reading all of that. I just wanted to make it something light and quick. So if I've got any ideas, I can drop it in. I do make a hell of a lot of notes, and I do create lots of notes as well. I've got a thing about notes, notebooks as well. And I just thought, if I've got it and I've got it on the go, I can put things straight into that. Sorry, I probably need to get a stand for this phone when I'm doing this. So that's what's going on with the Masquerading Productions app. Now in the background, because I have got two cursors open at the minute, I've got my Masquerading Productions one open. And I've got my Masquerading app open. So let me just show you what I'm doing on there. So I've given, if you can just see down at the bottom here, I'm using Opus 4.7. Like I said last night, I've gone maxing it out because I've got so much time and credits and everything. Although I am up to 47% of my included API because I've got both of them running at the same time. I'm basically maxing it out and asking it, what can I do to get people on the site and keep them active? And he's come up with an invite friends referral scheme, which I'm liking. I like the idea, so I'm just going to let it run now, and I'll tell you about it when it's doing it. So I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Sorry, I need something or someone to hold my phone. With the API that I've not been using, I've just been switching back to Gemini to do certain tasks just because I know it's cheap, free, whatever. And some of the heavy loading, be it coding or business stuff, I will add, Opus has picked up on it. And it is the extra high version that I've chosen to use. And it basically tore my app apart, not from a functional point of view, but basically saying, you've got so much in here, why aren't you utilizing it? Why aren't you singing and dancing about these features and functionality that's in there? And some of these features haven't even been switched on. So it's things that I'd forgotten about, and thinking about it, yeah, there was a hell of a lot that was added in at the start of this. So this was like September, October time when I started it all. And I just chucked everything in that I knew I wanted without thinking of setting it up, switching it on, activating it and things. So it's gone through, and it's basically suggested now that I switch from a 7-day free trial to a 90-day free trial. So any users that go onto Masquerading on Masquerading or Masquerading Pets automatically get 90 days. Then, like I say, it's doing an, oh, it needs me one moment, sorry, my worker needs me. It then has come up with this idea of invite friends, and I can't remember, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want anyone to say, oh, you said this. It's something like, if a user refers 3 people and they sign up, the user gets so much or so many months banked for free, and the referral person that uses the code gets something as well. Can't remember, but the big thing it added in, the big thing is, it said I'd got, which I knew I'd got, 500 free places, so 500 forever free accounts. And it said, why are you not mentioning this on the front page? And it's because another chap had said, you're making it look cheap. So there's this problem with a lot of things in business when you decide if you want to offer discounts, like if you DFS, you know, you've constantly got sales on all the time? Or do you upsell? And good friend of mine, Sarah, we were at school together. She's also business minded, and she said, you've got to upsell. So one bot had said it looks cheap having this free splash thing across the screen, and it kind of hidden it and made it all like gamified. And then the other one said, but you've got no one actually on there that is active. You've got people that have registered, and that's about it. It said, so you have to create like a gamify kind of thing, get them to sign up, get them to do challenges and things to earn rewards. And because none of this is going to be sold on to anybody, there's not going to be any paid ads or anything like that. It basically was saying this is your only option to get the people on there without it costing you any money. Sort of like getting the users to do the legwork. Because if they like the app, then they'll tell their friends will tell their friends. And that's how it works. So, sorry, hair's a bit annoying today. So that is what it's doing at the minute. So at the moment, it is pushing out the work to send out emails. So when people have signed up, to begin with, telling them about the different challenges and different ways that they can actually earn extra weeks, months, whatever in the platform. Pasting everything into engaged members section. That's new to me, I've not read that bit. Yeah, generating the emails to be triggered out. It's doing its tests now. Yeah, it's obviously something I can't show you at the moment because I can't show how an email would work if I don't have a user on there to send it to. But anyway, I've just got to assume that it's going to work until I actually get my testers on there. So that's how Masquerading is looking at the minute. I've just come off from a meeting with Google. It's actually a Google Cloud Premier Partner, actually. I won't say the name of the business, but they're doing $4,000 worth of work on Masquerading. Here's my unpaid workout, or should I say the boss of the company. This is Willow, a little kitten. So yes, so they have, I'll say they. Together, we have agreed that security and scalability and things like that need to be looked at. And I've been reaching out to Google for many, many years, and other businesses as well, to say I need some help with a lot of the business technical side of things in the background. Have I got it set up right? Is it scalable? Is it hackable? Clearly I don't want it to be hackable, but anyway, so we've just done the handover, so now I physically have to sit on my hands. This is gonna not quite kill me, but it is going to be so hard for me not to touch Masquerading itself for the next couple of weeks. We've got a catch-up call on Tuesday next week, so they can tell me what they've been in, had a look round, snooped around, had checked out on security and things like that. And then they're going to come back with the recommendations and then carry out the work. Obviously, if I approve it all. So that's going on. So it's not going to affect the front end of the app, but it does mean that while there's no current users on it, they can get in and do what they need to do on it. So that's big for me. It was my dream that I could get somebody like Google to actually have a look at this and work on it. They're not going to make any suggestions to the front end. This is purely technical back end stuff that they're going to be looking at. That means that for the next couple of weeks, I have got to do all the marketing that I've been putting off for so many months and so many years. So luckily I have a second app that I can tinker around with, and I have got my Masquerading Productions app, which you will have heard about earlier on in the video. So Masquerading Productions app is going to allow me to do all of the videos, the long form, the short form, and bulk upload them and save them and everything else that needs to be done. That's what I'm going to be working on. So later on in this video, if I haven't shown you already, I'll be showing you the, I've very nearly said backside, the back end of Masquerading Productions, and just show you exactly how it works. Like I say, that line have been a segment before this, so it'll be the one coming after this, because I've got nothing else to do apart from obviously physio and oncologist appointments, and I've got MS physio and going to the gym to get my muscles and arm and everything back working again from prior to the op. So yeah, so let me crack on and get back to work.